live on all platforms. And we're live on YouTube too.
Good morning.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning, everybody.
It's Saturday morning here in Melbourne. Bit colder today.
Hi.
Early spring.
Yes.
Saturday morning here in Melbourne.
Yes, we better turn that down, eh? All right, cool.
So we're doing a Kiln Unload this morning, so good to see you. And hope you enjoyed the video and the live today.
Hello, everybody that's joining us.
Yes. Welcome to our Saturday morning Kiln Unload. We've got some good goodies to show you.
We have.
This is our little kiln today. So we're if anyone's seen our previous live videos, you'll see that the background's changed. We have moved the position of our kiln, so we're so we don't have to move it around too much. We don't want the fire bricks getting loose from moving the kiln all the time. So it's good just to sit it here as it's a little posi from now on. And yeah, let's get it open.
Let's get it open. Alrighty. Okay, we've got an egg holder. Okay, so let's pull this one in and have a look. So this one we've just put in, I hope I don't knock the camera. This one we've just put in a glaze. So there's two glazes there. So it's our sapphire glaze. And I still got that cough, so excuse me. That sapphire glaze, and we just dribbled a bit of a cover just to segregate the
Very nice, said Veronica.
the little slots for the eggs to go in. That's that little egg dish that Christine made up on one of his shorts that we put up, the little reels. And it's very simple to make. And just thought we'd put a bit of glaze on this one. The other ones we did were in transfers.
Copeland said, lovely.
And we got an egg. We put an egg on it. We got an egg.
We have a live egg.
We have a live egg. I'll try not to drop it. Whoop. Here we go. There it is. Yep, so there your eggs go in there. And you can just get them out of a fridge and put them straight on your bench. You don't have to worry about them rolling off, which is a real pain when you drop an egg. So there you go. So that's that one.
Hello, everybody that's joining us.
Yes. This one is a wheel thrown bowl that I've made in white clay. I think it's white clay. Yes, it is white clay. Let's have a look. And this is in our Aussie Bush and Aussie Bush cover, Aussie Bush glaze. So there's not too much to see on this apart from just the nice looking glaze. And this one is a little bit of an older one that I've done. I haven't put a foot ring on it. I usually put a foot ring, but yes, nice little bowl. We also have this, what would you call that?
Little ruffle bowl.
Ruffle
Yeah,
bowl.
a little miniature ruffle bowl that Christine made up for just a test. But it ended up being quite nice.
But this one we've done a little differently than the last one. We made sure we put, what did we put in there?
Very nice, said
Wax.
Squared handmade. Very nice.
You put the stop wax in there, the cold wax, did you?
Yeah, we've done beeswax and stop wax on different ones. I'm not sure which one I used on that one, but it's going to be woven on the top. I'm going to do hand weaving on the top.
And I think, did you say that the beeswax worked better than the stop wax?
Yeah, I thought it did.
Yeah.
From a couple that come out, the beeswax worked better to not block the holes. It's a little bit time consuming, but it's worth it when you get the finished product with the weaving on it.
Yeah, so we'll show that, later on with the weaving done when Christine gets to do that.
This is
I just do Indigenous weaving on it, so with natural products.
Mummy's done a weaving course, so she's right into the weaving. This is our sapphire blue glaze as well.
She's a weaver from way back. Even before she did the course, she's always been good at with her hands.
I'm going to take the next shelf off because that's it for the first shelf.
Yes, they said look forward to seeing it with the weaving on.
Oh, look at that. Very nice. Let me take that over.
Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, so this is one of the baskets that Christine's made. So I kicked the camera again. Sorry about that. So this is the sapphire.
Talking of weaving, there's a woven basket.
That's right. So there's the sapphire, and it's just got a little bit of cover glaze over the top just to break it up a little bit. So you can do both. You can have it just all in sapphire, or you can put different colours on top. Just watch your application when you do put colours on top, that it doesn't crawl. It needs to be done fairly quickly. Quick is best for the second.
I did a little video on that one too, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Excuse me. So yeah, so we've done a little video on this one, so you can see this one being made. That's the finished product, and I'll just we'll put a few little mandarins in it, and it's a little fruit bowl, and it's a cute little thing, and serves a purpose. So everyone can see that, and you can see.
Someone's throwing love hearts up.
Oh, very good. Thank you. We're going to do a quick one today, so I'll move on. But that is the fruit bowl there for you to just have a look at how that will work. And it's a cute little thing to make for somebody and give it as a gift, or you may put it in your shop.
The next piece, I'm going to jump in and show you, is a little pumpkin. This is in the sapphire glaze as well. These are been a real good little thing for us. So little pumpkins, they're cute and
if you
small.
want any little pumpkins for Halloween, we've got some on our website.
Yes.
They look very cute on the table.
Or anything you see in the video today, you can just take a screenshot and DM us and let us know that you'd like it. So you can get first dibs. Anyone that's on the live video can get first dibs on it. The might as well grab this too. This is also in the sapphire glaze. This is a planter. Is this a planter?
Yes.
Yes.
Cactus.
There you go. This is a cactus planter in the shape of a teacup and saucer.
Something small and dainty.
Yeah.
Neighbour and Janet said, very cute. Love the sapphire glaze.
Yes, we do like it too. Thanks, Janet. And there's the base as well.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah. This is, it's actually got nice little bit of, I don't know, would you say highlights on the rim there,
Yeah, on the twisting.
on the handle. I don't know if anyone can see that. A little bit of glaze highlight on there.
Did you put all my stuff in today, did you?
No.
A lot of it's mine.
Yeah, it's just whatever we could fit in for this particular little one. We've got some big pots. We've got to go in the big one. So, yeah, actually, this little glaze here we put on for anyone who's doing their dipping and so on. There's a 4-second dip on this one and a 4-second dip on this one, a full one. Because it doesn't have rims, well, there's not a rim for it. It doesn't matter if it does, if it ends up being a bit rough on the stem, because it gives it a bit of texture and it feels really good. But if it does, because it's got such a uniform flow off the side of a pumpkin, it doesn't matter really about the 4-second dip on the top. So I mentioned before about having a quick dip, but on these with this particular shape, you can go a bit longer and you just get a little bit more thickness.
Is the pumpkin hollow or solid form?
It's hollow. So Christine, basically,
Yes, it's just slab built.
slab build.
So I just do 2 halves and join them together. You definitely have to have it hollow, otherwise it would take forever to dry.
Oh.
It might blow up in your kiln. So you definitely need it hollow. And see, I've punched a little hole in it to make sure that any moisture that might be left in it has a chance to be able to come out of the pumpkin and not blow it up.
That's right. And
Love that,
and
said Nikki.
yep. And the other thing is also when you do glaze this, you may have a few little cracks around the top here, but the glaze comes through some of the pumpkins, and so basically give it a good shake and make sure it comes out of here and doesn't block that hole. We want that air to come out as air turns into steam. That's what causes explosions in your kiln. So we want that air to come out as it expands.
All right, I found it. So this is what happens when when the holes aren't properly cleaned out. You can properly waxed, I should say. So these were cleaned out, but they weren't waxed, and so all these holes here have just completely filled in with glaze. And so this was the last live we did. This one came out, I think it was, and it was all filled in, and we said, I think we need to do something different. So that's what we did. We used the.
I think we actually forgot to wax that. That's why they're full.
That's why it's so bad.
Yes, well, we put a paintbrush through there to clear the holes, but that wasn't quite enough. It's still and filling the hole. So this time we've used the wax, and it's worked a lot better. The next piece is I've actually thrown on the wheel, and this one, as you can see, has actually crawled. And I think this was because of I've made the top too thin. So this one, I would almost say almost collapsed on me. I had this top on it real thin, and it had a lot of water in it, so I couldn't really do much to get any more clay up to the top part of the pot. So it ended up, this top rim became real thin and small, and as you can see, the glaze adhesion wasn't too good, which is why it's crawled. So a good little note for anyone who's making real thin pieces. This can happen sometimes. If you make your walls just a little bit thicker at the top, get a bit more sort of depth to your pot on your rims and that, you'll get a lot better.
Why would it crawl on thin?
Because of the absorption of the bisque. So you've got one lot of water coming in, and because it's so thin, for the first layer, which is the bottom layer of the sapphire glaze, and then the second cover glazes, which can be temperamental cover glazes. So you need to either do it very quickly, or if you do a thicker coat with your second cover glaze, then you need more purchase on the actual rim, and they tend to crawl on rims because they're so thin. You've got very little clay and a lot of glaze that congregates around these rims, and so that's a common problem with cover glazes and layering. It also has got a lot to do in a lot of cases with the amount of clay that's in the actual both glazes together.
So Thorne said, so proportionally the glaze was much thicker on the rim and not much clay.
Yes, exactly right. Yep. That's a better way of putting it. I went around the long way, but anyway, I'm no scientist. But yeah, basically that's what it is.
This pot's actually one of my sort of first ones I started putting foot rings in. So the actual, it's very bottom heavy compared to what the top is, which is very thin and small.
Copeland and Janet put the thumbs up. They get it now.
Yeah. Oh, very good.
Yeah. So it's a little test pot. Test pot, isn't it? Yes. It's very simple sort of form. Just a little oval sort of shaped with the sapphire, with the rutile cover. Rutile cover, isn't it?
No, that's the that's the Aussie bush cover.
Yeah, Aussie bush cover
with sapphire underneath.
With the sapphire. That's cut off the top of a vase, of a slab vase I made.
Oh, well, there you go.
Instead of wasting the top I cut off, I made it into a little bowl so that we could do tests on it.
Well, there you go.
Hello,
right
Carly
there.
Potter.
You can see the
Carly,
the top of the vase there. So this would have been a moon vase, wouldn't it?
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, they're a fantastic idea for testing glazes. Is to make as many test pots as you can, and don't throw out your any clay that you've not used.
Especially when you make your own glazes.
This is a made to order little piece. This cross, so this is not for sale. This one, but yeah. So this has got the sapphire on it, and there's a couple of little hearts on it that we just put a bit of glaze on it just to give it a little bit of extra little bit of oomph.
Hi, Polly.
And we've also put on the little feet at the bottom there as well. We had a little bit of glaze sticking to this because it slumped a fraction. Anyway, this is pottery for you. So comes out of abyss firing.
Holly said it's beautiful.
It can come out of abyss firing a little bit different. It can warp. It's heavy. So maybe in hindsight, we'd make these feet a little bit a bit bigger, so that it's actually sitting off a shelf on the wall. So that's for somebody who wanted
Well,
that.
it took me. I'm in America, so I was confused how this is a Saturday unload.
Oh yeah.
Hello from down under.
Yes, exactly. And hello to
And
America.
From tomorrow.
Yeah, hello from tomorrow.
Yes, the future.
So I've got two next pieces. The last piece is actually in the kiln. The two wheel thrown ones that I've done, both in the Aussie bush. One on buff clay and one is on white clay. So these turned out really nice. There's not too much to say about these. These are pretty sort of standard shapes that I make, but they've turned out
Solid glaze, that one.
Yeah, this is our best glaze that we use is the Aussie bush. It never fails us, and it hasn't failed us since the start actually. And yes,
It's almost a bit of an accident.
so these have turned out really nice. If I can sort of,
Bring some more things over.
yes, we've got a little bit more. Maybe it's just a different clay surfaces,
Sandy
but it
seems to
seems,
love hearts. She likes them, and Polly said great colour.
yeah, this one seems to have a little bit more crystal growth than this one, but maybe this one just shows it off more because of the colour of the clay.
A different colour clay, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
one's
it is.
white.
Yeah, it's white. And exactly. That's exactly right.
Yeah, there you go. So there's your answer. But yeah, they've both turned out really nice.
What about
Oh,
Oh yeah, bring him up. We've got our mascot over here, but he's sitting on the forklift instead of sitting where he needs to sit. Give us 1 second, he'll come
people have
over.
requested they want to see Sylvester, and he should be more in our
So here
kiln openings.
Here he comes.
there he is?
Hello. He's thinking, what are you doing to me?
He
I was
is.
sleeping.
He is so used to noise, this cat. It's amazing. We can let off firecrackers and everything in the background, and he just takes it in his stride. Anyway, say hello to Sylvester. That's our pottery studio cat.
And quite a few people have sent love hearts. Oh, he's gorgeous. So,
Say hello to
quite a few people just joined, so maybe just do a quick rerun of what we
Yep.
pulled out for the people that
Say goodbye, Bobby.
missed the beginning.
Well, that's his nickname, Booby. Which is a sook. Big sook.
So this one's a showpiece, I reckon.
Oh, but yeah, that's there. Well, we'll do that one. So that's just a little basket that Christine made, and we just got a little bit of fruit in there, just off the tree, just to make it look like it's more organic. And so we have a few fruit trees here, a small
So
amount of
you
fruit.
can pick fruit and then just wash it under the sink, bring it in and wash it under the sink
Yes.
and drain it. And so it's really good for things like that.
Yep. So that's that one.
The most beautiful in the room is a cat.
Yeah, that's Sylvester.
Oh,
I presume it's a cat.
I'm offended.
Then we've got our egg holder. The egg isn't here anymore, is it? No. Anyway,
No.
that's our egg holder.
How do
that's
you
it,
stop
yeah.
cracking, or is it the kiln gods again?
Cracking.
Yes.
Would that
Cracking in which?
clay body?
I'm not sure. It just says, how do you stop cracking?
That can come down to compression of the clay, especially when you're hand building beforehand to compress the clay. Don't allow it to dry out too quickly.
We put bags on everything.
Yeah, slow
and we dry
drying.
them out. On the basket. How do you stop cracking on the basket?
Oh, okay. So on the short for this particular basket is going to go up soon.
All
but-
real.
Hand built it is.
Yeah, so it's hand built. So you got to make sure that you compress all the joins. That's important. And the clay shouldn't be dry when you're working with it, and obviously not too wet as well. So it's basically just making sure you've got good adhesion with all your joins as best you can. We always put a plastic bag over it, and the main reason why we put a plastic bag over is to actually stop drafts. and to so you've got even drying. So that can apply to slab built or also anything wheel thrown and so on. So you want your clay to dry evenly. If you've got draft coming from one direction, you may have this side of a bowl that's drying quicker than this side of a bowl. There could be thickness in clay difference as well. So sculptural work could be different. So it depends. There's a lot of reasons why it cracks. The best thing you can do is make sure your joins are joined well, and you compress your clay. That put a bag on, keep it out of draft so that it's even drying. So even drying is important, especially
the water in
The
the
moisture.
clay.
that's
clay
right.
body.
That's right. And you've also got a little bit of humidity in the bag as well. So that helps with keeping everything.
I leave bags on for a minimum of 2 weeks. You got to be patient. Nothing goes in the kiln under a month here.
You have very little cracking, is that right?
Yeah.
You don't have any cracking?
Not really, no.
No.
Only if I draw the wire through the base of a pot and then I don't trim the pot afterwards and I leave it on the bat for too long, which is sometimes I do that, then yeah, I'll get some cracking. But if you can sort of trim your bases at least like a day after you've thrown your pot as well, that can pretty much reduce the chances of cracking, because the thickness of the base and the walls pretty much have to be the same. If you've got a overly thick base and the walls are thinner, as the pot dries, it puts stress on the base, which makes it crack.
Yeah,
Thanks
that's
so
right.
much, then, Sandy.
Yeah, so with the also with the different the clay thicknesses in, say, if you're doing a sculptural work or something like that, that can make a big difference as well. So just be mindful that things are not going to dry the same in regards to thickness, and if you keep that in mind, try and protect your work as best you can when you're making things like that.
A quick summary: we've got this one. We've also got a little cactus planter.
Showing the love heart on.
Oh yes, I've got to show the front of it. That's the most important. We've got a little cactus planter.
A bit whimsical, that one.
Yeah, it's got a nice shape to it, and it's a bit sort of a bit wonky in certain areas, but that adds character to
You
it.
could put a little cactus in that.
Yes.
That'll look nice in the garden on your little table if you're in the middle of your table.
We also got this ruffled bowl, which we're going to put some weaving on the outside as well. And
Sandy said the bag trick. Love it.
yes, it's
Love
definitely
the
a good one.
basket. Thank you from Scotland.
Hello.
Oh, how are you, Scotland?
Alex, Copeland and Janet.
There's two in
And love
Scotland?
the colours. Yeah, I think there's two
Two?
of them together.
Yep, in Scotland. No, magic. We're
Oh,
actually,
they're together on the same.
yes, yep. So we were talking to someone from Edinburgh yesterday. So Edinburgh. Edinburgh?
And Gabriel
Edinburgh.
said, love the colours.
And we're talking about bagpipes.
And the tattoo.
And the tattoo, yeah. And they walked down the Royal Mile, and we actually brought up one of the tunes because Christine's father was a pipe major in the pipe bands for 50 years. Anyway, he's not now. He's still alive.
Oh,
I mean, he's 93 now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we brought up one of the tunes, and it brought a tear to her eye. So it was pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's everything.
That's everything. So anyway, we're going to go, and thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for coming again,
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
and to the next one.
We definitely appreciate
You're
it.
going to have to
Yeah.
bypass
Shuffle
the
in.
front of us.
Yes,
scoot
Scoot in.
Yeah.
We'll have to go
Bye.
above you. We all fit in the frame.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
watching,
Bye.
guys.
Thank you.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed the unload.
Thank you.